shit, let's do it. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, just give me the word when.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, we've been doing it.
Are we live? Eshawn, you live?
What up, Del? What up, Double O Show?
Yo, what up, Eshawn?
Not much, man. How y'all doing today? What's poppin'?
Shit, man, we're just chopping it up with Daniel Jordan, jamming just the music, dealing with the forces, about to go crazy. Oh my God! I swear it feels like I want to blow up from the inside out, man.
Up there in Arizona, when you did the winter tour.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sweet as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, we can't wait, man. Every time we come through and party with you, it's always a blast. We always appreciate the love you show. So thank you, man.
Oh, no, thank y'all, man. You know, I always come out there and have a good time whenever we get together. So it should be the same, usual time we have. Like,
Oh, yeah. You know, when we freezing balls out here, man, I just had to upgrade my whole new wardrobe just full of Huxtable sweaters because it's freezing. It's dead of winter.
So I'm curious right now. The Dead of Winter tour is going on. What has been the wildest show so far?
It hasn't started yet.
Oh, I thought you guys were already kicking it off.
the wildest show might have been the ride up to Detroit, actually, from where I lived at. We had to drive through a snow blizzard to get up here, so
Damn.
it was massive amounts of accidents, for miles and miles, man. It was like 18-wheelers to the side, every place you looked. The road was crazy icy, man. It might have been like, 100 miles of black ice, like no fucking joke. So,
Damn.
I mean, I'm just kind of like, I'm a little shook up from that whole transport up here. But the first show is tomorrow at Harpo, so we're going to kick it off in Detroit. And, man, we're going to start heading west. You know what I mean?
So everyone in Detroit, go to the Harpo's show. Harpo's is a legendary club that Esham is the owner of the building. You know what I mean?
Hey, for tomorrow night, I will be. You know that's right.
That's what's up.
I wish I could be there with you, but
Next time, we're going to get it in.
Oh, it's all good, man.
That's what's up. That's really real.
Now Harpo's is a spot that's got that fucking crazy ass elevator in it, right? Like a freight elevator.
They probably do, man. I mean, we've been in so many spots, man. I get them all kind of confused.
They all start to blend.
To do some concerts, and they was nice enough to have us in there, so we just gonna go in there and do our thing, as usual. Go out there and put on a good show for the people, and give them some nice hip hop rhymes, some underground shit, wicked shit.
The wicked shit, man.
The wicked shit. The real wicked shit.
And that shit never dies, man. After all these years, man, you almost 30 years in the game, me, I'm about 20 years in the game myself, man, and it's always a blessing to see that these people, they never forgot, man. They know where it came from. You know what I mean?
No doubt. People seem to have a good time, and, I like that this genre has spread throughout the whole entire world, and not only myself and you, but others like, Dynasty and Bungalow, they joined in, and a lot of other cats around the world, joined in on this wicked shit to make it what it is as one big culture. So I appreciate everybody getting involved with it, though.
You laid down the blueprint, Eve, like you did. And the blueprint you laid down is more relevant today than it ever was. And I just want to personally thank you, even though me and you are great friends, close friends, and we talk on a daily basis. I rarely say thank you for laying down the blueprint for me and helping me have a career in music just by the knowledge you gave me. Thank you, E.
Yeah.
Hey, man, well, you're welcome, Daniel, anytime, man. That's what we do out here, man. We spread the love, we share the knowledge, man, so we all can benefit and eat out here, man. It's like what they say, if you give a man a fish dinner, he can eat for a day.
Yep.
If you teach him how to fish, he can eat for a lifetime. So we're just out here eating for a lifetime, man. And that's with anybody that come in contact with us. We, more than welcome to share the knowledge and, send them on the right road to, trying to get some of this wickedness off their chest and, express themselves out in the world through entertainment.
Exactly, man. And that's the way to keep it going, man. And in the end, all it does is just make our legacy that even better. Because just even being affiliated through you, it's given me a career of my own outside of you, but you're always intertwined into my history. But the fact that you lay down a certain blueprint that you opened up to me, it's made us to where we could all prosper And now in 2018, we can go out and do these shows and still represent and still be able to have an impact, you know? So thanks.
Absolutely. It's a good time, man. I think, we just be continuing to put out quality music. And I think, with people like myself and even you, you come up with such original content. Yeah. That people seem to like it, man. And I think that's with anybody. If you try to be creative and original and, you're speaking from your heart, people, they're going to dig what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And that's how you always came out. You came out not trying to be anything other than what you were. You were just expressing yourself. And to me, that's true art. And when you first signed me about 10, 11 years ago, the hate mail that came through is you never fucked with a white boy in that sense, even though I'm not white, but it's people didn't get it. But over time, I think they realize it's all real life, man. All this is just real life. Your real life?
Absolutely. And it wasn't even that. For me, it was a buddy of mine, which, TJ actually brought Daniel to my attention. And, he helped me to really understand your style and really was pushing for you. He was the real front man on that whole thing. Unfortunately, TJ, went on to do different things, but, he is really the reason that all of that transpired. You know what I mean? So.
TJ, yeah, man, TJ, even yourself too, because you were on board. But I tried calling TJ a few days ago. His number must be changed. I think he kind of fell off the face of the earth, which sucks.
I don't know. I think he got a huge settlement or something, man.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
He just kind of just living his life, man. But God bless him and good luck to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up. When we was doing that Unholy Stranger tour, last year, TJ hit me up out of nowhere, out of the blue, and he's like, the Colorado date we did, he's like, I'm gonna fly there. I need to see this, and he never ended up coming through. But the love is still there. He's still. We're at the end of the day, we spent so many hours and years on the road together to where it's we're family at the end of the day. Sometimes you might go a couple of years without talking to your family, but
that's what's up.
He'll.
We pick up and get back on the road and start doing some shows with the homies like the Thugalo and Uncle Phoenix and we just pick up where we left off, man. And that's what's up. That's what it's all about. Kind of keeping the culture going. And it's a lot of people that help us keep that culture going.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Well, like Daniel said, you paved the way. We have a wicked radio station because of not just what we're doing, but because of you. Because you paved that way. You helped us have a genre to connect our music to, and an outlet and a platform.
Be a part of it, man. And I'm happy that everybody just keep doing their thing and able to just do something creative with their talents and shit. Because even back in the day, people were expressing themselves violently and not artistically. So I'm glad that a lot of the homies are now expressing themselves artistically and just see a real future in the genre and just what they're doing. At some point in time, I believe once you start doing this stuff or get involved in the wicked shit, you might not be sure, but the more you do it, you might come into your own style, or you might just develop some type of identity of your own within the culture. I think it's a beautiful thing, man. It's enough to go around for everybody, man. The more I welcome everybody in. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
That's what's up.
And the one thing that you do that a lot of people don't is give opportunities for people to make a mark for themselves, to be able to make a living and to be able to eat off their own hustle. But you help give people boosts that a lot of people don't. And that's one thing I've always respected about you. I guess I'm the biggest example, because whenever someone speaks of me, they bring you up, and I've got nothing but great things to say.
You're my little bro, man. It's all to the good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep doing this shit, and we're going to keep putting the wicked shit down. And, with the Thugalo radio show and different wicked shit radio and people just coming in and, expressing themselves through song, we'll all just, keep it going, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the music at the end of the day,
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's 2018 now. And
Yes, sir.
we're
Happy New Year to
still
y'all too, man.
Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year, brother. And it's 2018, and we are still doing our thing, man. Who would have thought? And we're still,
We'll be out there putting that dead of winter down, too.
man.
I thought I would have a single for y'all, but I do got that new single called Hypothermia.
Check it out.
And next, I don't got it on me because, like I said, we just drove through a snow blizzard. And,
Yeah.
you know, we're lucky to even make it here, man. Like I said, it was some real treacherous shit going on that road. We hit some lake effect snow, and it was like, I don't know what the fuck, man.
You ever seen
But-
Spinal Tap? You ever seen that movie, This Is Spinal Tap?
Yeah, about the touring and shit.
Yeah, that's basically the story of our lives. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
We don't know anything about that.
What are you talking about?
Like, man, you know, I don't, try to hide nothing from people. I let them know, like, oh man, there's some fucked up shit going on, or this is cool. Like, and sometimes I have great shows, and sometimes I have not so great shows. But I try to, go in there with a positive attitude and just make sure the people that's coming out to see us, enjoy themselves, man. And that's really what I appreciate at the end of the day is, seeing other people enjoy the music as much as I do, and we all just sitting there like, vibing, kicking it.
Exactly. And it's great to have pleasant surprises, Sometimes you go into a town, a city you don't know much about, and next thing you know, man, we got a whole nation of killers behind us. You know what I mean? Like, even going across the fucking world, like we went out to like Europe, and it was like, wow.
I mean, but shit, it ain't over, man.
Sounds like a tour.
We'll have that French connection, so we're gonna be invading, France pretty soon. So
Oh, get at me for England, man. I'm trying to set up some shit for myself, but like, if you want to get in on England, let's do
I mean,
England.
you know how we do, man. We all over the world, so it's gonna go down.
It's on, brother.
That's right. So, Dougalo, what you been up to, man?
Shit, man, getting the radio show going. Shit, man, just trying to stay. Okay. Yeah, so the last time we talked, we definitely were talking about the movie thing. It's still in the works.
Done pieces of it.
We started the first video for it. I got signed with Respect the Underground. So that's kind of like I said, where all these connections and all this love is coming in, man. I did my album release party for the album that contains this music video / movie with Brother Lynch Hung. We did that release, and then like I said, we dropped the video. I got another couple videos. Definitely want to keep you clued in, man, and keep you involved. I still haven't
Much
felt.
continued success to you, bro. Keep doing your thing. I see you out there, man.
That's what's up. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much.
So I got a question, brother. It's Spooky Z.
Go for it.
This is what I want to know. 2018, obviously 2017, for the wicked shit and the large entities inside of it, was a pretty tumultuous year. What message do you have what do you want to see out of the scene in 2018? Like, what do you want to see? What evolution do you want to see? Or what are your hopes for the wicked shit scene?
And, just to continue to grow, man. And for people to just have an open mind. You know what I mean? I think that's what the wicked shit really is about. Just having an open mind, being open to something. You know what I mean? And not always, being so closed-minded to things that you might not understand or might not be too familiar with. Just have an open mind if you're doing the wicked shit.
Hell yeah.
And, you want people to like your music. You gotta like their music. You want people to support your music. You gotta support their music. Like this, more support for the culture and for each other, man. That's it.
Yeah, unifying, getting us together, keeping us, that unity that we need.
Yes, sir. Because we all we got out here, man. It's not like we're pop stars. You know what I'm saying? This is like underground.
Speak for yourself, Ijam.
Well, congratulations. We're artists, so we gotta, keep it kind of real. So we gotta take care of each other, man. And that's, I just try to lead by example, man. No matter what's going on, I know everybody go through some fucked up shit from time to time, but I just try to lead by example by not holding grudges and just, kind of moving on with life, man. And never underestimate the power of forgiveness, man.
Never, man. It's all about the evolution and becoming a man. Full circle,
Yeah. So, that's just really what it is. And shit, man, you'll grow, man. It's like, you're planting seeds. Like, you don't just start a weed tree. Just, it's not going to just be in full bloom. It got to start as a seed. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just, everybody just respect the craft and the culture, man.
Professor Isham over there,
Now,
dropping the knowledge.
Isham is a sage, man, and I've learned a lot from this man.
So I just, like I said, I just try to keep it chill, man, and try to keep it real with people, man, because I want people to keep it real with me, and I want to give it how I receive it. So I'm just like, so I keep it all love, man. I know back in the day I could have been negative, and it took me some time to grow and mature as a person, and just understand what was happening to me, and just what was going on, and just once I fully accepted it, it's all about giving, it's not about, like, if you see somebody doing something that you're doing, it's not about somebody buying your style or whatever. That's a compliment. You want people to do something like you because they're looking at you like, oh, that's fresh. That's what you did it for. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just think, that's what it is, man. Just,
No, that's real talk. That's real talk.
That's real
Isham,
talk.
I don't know if you remember this conversation that we had when we were in Finland, going back to America. Me and you sat over off in the corner. I think we had a cigarette. And right before we left, we were in Finland, and you were talking, you seemed a little down about just all the work that you put in this game and what reparations you would receive from it. And I said one thing to you, and I hope it stuck with you, because this is what I truly believe. I'm like, at the end of the day, we are the Van Goghs of what we do. No matter whether or not we receive the recognition in the time we need it, what we do will live forever. 100 years from now, a person is still going to be finding Isham. A person is still going to be finding Daniel Jordan. So when we make our art, we do it from a historical context. And sometimes we don't get all the millions of dollars that we deserve, but everything that we're putting out is in a historical context that will live forever. And that's what you're doing. And that's what we're doing. And if you look at it like that, then it will live forever after we die.
Yeah, that's priceless.
Right. No, I agree. And that's just what it is, man. I mean, and to add on to what you're saying, being that it was that, now that's why I kind of make my music a little different now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have came from a super dark place when I started, but I realized I wasn't the darkness. I was that light inside that darkness. You know what I'm saying? So I had to just become that, man.
We call it the sheep in wolf's clothing, the shepherd in wolf's clothing.
Well,
Like the lion.
Yeah. But it's about wrapping that darkness. It's about wrapping that darkness around something that people can find and dig their hands into, because they gravitate towards it. But when they reach that light at the center, there's salvation in that. Not to get too crazy about it, but there's a real. The wicked shit saved my life. I know it saved my man's life.
Yes, sir.
No, I mean, there's some jewels and nuggets inside of that. You know what I mean? My bad. Somebody, I've dropped my dabs and shit up in here. Anyway,
That's substance abuse.
I just spilled some rum coke on my Gucci.
I was waiting for it. I was hoping we get some substance abuse.
I'm like, I just bought this fucking. Yeah, but
Oh no.
I had this incredible, insightful thing to say. I just completely forgot what it was, but let me get it back real quick. Pick up your dab real quick, Isham, and I'm about to spit some game. But, okay, what it is this. What you represented and what we represent was more of a mirror to society.
sorry, y'all. I know we was live.
Oh, it's all good.
But anything can happen.
To take it back to your point,
And everything.
in an introspective point of view from Daniel, what you represented and what I represented was more of a mirror to society. It was no reflection on us as human beings, because Isham is the type of person that will give the shirt off of your back. The most hospitable person I've ever known. Isham is a great friend and a great person. People might not understand that because of the music that came out back in the day. But all it is a mirror of what's reality.
Well, and that's just what it is, man. And at the end of the day, you know, this is entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're all in the entertainment business. And I just think people should know the difference between fantasy and reality, man.
Of course.
You know? And, you know, it's cool to entertain people. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, it's just like the song Out Your Mind. Like, you know, once I step outside your mind, you go back to being you. Like, you just listen to this music. You know?
Right.
But you are you, and, you know, you use this music. That's what it's there for, you know?
Yep.
You know, music calms the savage beast. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We all a beast inside of us. So the wicked shit speaks to that inner beast in most people. You know, no matter who's doing it, if you do it right, people are going to listen to you and they will get something out of it. Even if people look at it as something very dark, you might actually be the light inside the darkness. You know?
True.
So that's what I'm talking about with that.
And a lot of people don't understand that when they hear certain music that may be considered extreme, with you, even me, what it is we're exercising some sort of demon that exists, and that's our outlet to get it out in order to live a positive life.
Absolutely. You don't want to keep those thoughts and feelings bottled up inside. And that's when we fall back to what we was talking about before, just expressing yourself creatively and not violently. And that's what the wicked shit does for me. You know, it allowed me to express myself creatively and not violently. And I think, you know, just people, you know, saw that and they, like I say, I'm leading by example. So the world should thank everybody for making the wicked shit and not, you know, acting on the wicked shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there is a lot of situations in the world where
but it's real life, so you know that's why it's called
Yes, the music is definitely an outlet.
Going on out there that you know we all choose to talk about. So
Yeah.
you know that's what's up, man. But other than that, there's some good times, and I love the genre, and you know I love people doing it and getting involved in what we got going on, man. And I listen to everybody's shit too, you know.
He does.
Up and coming dudes, and I just you know keep it ear to the street and just you know. Even if you don't think somebody's listening to your music, you know, there's somebody who is, because I always check out the unknowns and stuff like that, man, because shit, I always feel like an unknown, you know, forever.
Always.
That's why I always
Underdog.
check out the unknown, you know, so.
It's the underdog mentality, because if you're at the top, then where else is there to go? We're always reaching
Right,
up.
you just forget about, you know how it is to go to the studio, how it is to, you know, hustle your own music, or how it is to just, you know, strap on your own boots and do that shit. You know, if you're all the way at the top, you got everybody doing everything for you. And just the way I learned, because we didn't have no help, you had to do it all yourself.
Yeah.
So, you know, that might have been the best teacher for me. I might have not understood why I had to have it so hard. You know what I'm saying? Or what I thought was hard. But it was probably just like, you know, my training and my ninja skills, you know, to become a super kung fu black belt master.
Yes.
You know, so I mean, it's not an easy road to walk, but if you do travel that road, you know, there are benefits to it. And
Well,
I'm pretty sure you all know.
you're the master of your own domain. When it's in,
That's right. So there it is.
when it's in your hands, you're the master of your domain, and you have to.
And on top of all the dead awareness shit, man, I'm just like getting over the flu and shit too.
Me
You
too.
know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm coming sick as the flu. So it's all good.
Oh, it's been a terrible December, man. I'll tell you that. Like sick
Shit, but
wise.
it's all good though. I'm looking outside right now. I know y'all want to see no snow. It's snow everywhere.
There's palm trees out here.
Yeah. Arizona's the one place. You need to get away. You need to get away from the cold. Come to Arizona. Come see your boy Daniel. At least it's 60, 70.
We got a Facebook Live that wants to know what was the inspiration.
I really gotta wrap this up here. You know, I'm gonna talk to you. Talk about Daniel Jordan. You know, you my brother, man.
Yeah.
My motherfucking head is killing me. Like I said, I am trying to shake this flu off. I got this shoulder ball.
Yeah.
You know, I know y'all boys. I see y'all out there. Hey, see me and Daniel gonna be on the West Coast.
Yeah, you're.
Hey, Daniel Winter Tour, Dougalo Show, Isha, Daniel Jordan. My man, though. Shout out to Uncle Phoenix.
Yeah. And Dynasty.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for calling in, E.
Thank y'all, man. Y'all
Thank
have a good
you.
day, brothers. I'll see you soon, Dave.
All right, man. Great luck.
All right, peace.
Great luck with the tour. Safe travels and Godspeed, brother.
Yes, sir. Same to you.
All righty. Peace.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
piss like a motherfucker. All right. Why don't you go handle your business? We'll jump into
HFPP.
some music.
Is it a smoke break time?
It's about to be a
It's
smoke
about to
break
be a
time.
smoke break time. Substance abuse, substance abuse, substance abuse.
That is
substance
next.
abuse.
So here we go.
Did that, what he said, make any sense? Did you?
Hold on, I'm trying to make sure we're not peeking. Here we go.
Who's calling you? Shout out Tina. Loco if you got him.
All right.
What's up, brother?
Got bitches dancing on the porch. Take down, two, around. I get into a straight, no run around. Pull it out as the race, run around. It ain't even right out, one round. You know I hit the town and it's going down. Tearing all the fucking clubs up. Chicken man gown out on the town. Hit the town, fucking throw it up. Kill how low hard in the rope up. This show's up soon, nigga, roll it up. You already know what it is, you don't even wanna fuck with us. Just took down a quarter down. I ain't hard enough. I got you. The whole 16 ain't hard enough. Just took down a quarter down. I ain't hard enough. Just took the whole 16 ain't hard enough. Like a pain never hard enough. It's too much for me.
We're gonna test before I leave, It was great. It was great, bro. I mean, things were live. We got it.
Well, we got it.
Oh, so you got it on the app. Man, that's what we were asking.
Yeah, with the speaker and everything, you can hear it.
So we were good. Gucci. And then I'm gonna stay behind. Big look. What happened? Yeah, no, he said he did. He said he did.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, they were asking questions. Yeah, we're still on live right now.
Oh.
It's gonna have to wait. It has to re-upload. So once you stop it, it'll still be half an hour before it's available. We do this special. We don't own any rights to the music, so they can't make our videos. That's the secret. Go outside. Who got you? Who got you? I don't shut up. Jason Strange is throwing things at me. No, I'm gonna step outside now.
Like what you smoking on? California kush.
What up, hustlers? It's your filthy homie G-Mo motherfucking Ski. G. The master of all that is filth, and I just got word that I'm hosting the most prolific mixtape in the whole underground. Underground Hustlers number 64. And if you ain't know, my niggas got 64 mixtapes that be putting in work. Now I'm gonna be getting my motherfucking radio voice ready so I can give y'all the illest intros and outros for this thing. And if you wanna get on the mixtape and get a fly-ass Dragon Ball Ski avatar featured on the cover of this motherfucker, I'm gonna need you to shoot an email to undergroundhustling@gmail.com and we can get it in, y'all know what I mean? Now we finna get this shit cracking. Y'all stay tuned. Underground Hustling 64, nigga. Film. That's not all, folks. There's more. Pre-order the UGH 64 mixtape right now. Get a motherfucking shout out, nigga, from your boy G-Mo himself. On my mama. I'm shouting out everybody who pre-order this shit. Go to motherfucking undergroundhustling.bigcartel.com and pre-order one of these ill-ass mixtapes. And I'm gonna shout you out. And you're gonna get a motherfucking thank you on the CD insert. Straight up. Now I'll see y'all niggas on the next time. I got shit to do. Where the motherfucking weed at?
Pull the fucking trigger, nigga. We ain't promised to break up, but we promised to die. We ain't promised to say the truth, but we promised to lie. I ain't taking the pick up, y'all been trying to survive. You only you will pay up, boy, I gotta get mine. It's not a game, devil a lot of pain. You niggas not on my radar, my level is out of range. So I ain't about to explain myself to none of you people. Stay in the lane, Lord, he coming to see. Money comes, money goes. Real nigga shit, fuck hoes. No clothes, these niggas is violent. No stress with the best, the rest annihilate them. I was tired, had a lot on my mind. I said, fuck it, give me a mic. Let me get on my grind. They know I can ball. Talent's never riding the pine. The only thing you can't cheat is just time. I'm from North, nigga. My baby wasn't left on the porch for the smoke, nigga. Raised in the streets of the courts when you ain't caught, nigga. Look like you riding a horse. I'm your motherfucker when you talk to a boss. Motherfucker, it ain't a game. I'm here breaking the pain. I'm sitting on all you niggas, flushing you down the drain. I told you stay in your lane. I'm drunk, I'm fucking lit. Never quit. You a snitch, they interrogating a bitch, motherfucker. We ain't promised to break up, but we promised to die. We ain't promised to say the truth, but we promised to lie. I ain't taking the pick up, trying to survive. You only you will pay up, boy, I gotta get mine. It's not a game, dealt with a lot of pain. You niggas not on my radar, my level is out of range. So I ain't about to explain myself to none of you people. Stay in the lane, ain't nobody calling me. Something's always unexpected. Rhyme flow is not connected. My nature's like an accent, always only no one exit. My black glow is not complexion. I'm return directed, sons is hectic, catching you slipping. Nigga, run your necklace. Half of you cats I can't feel like never Rexes. I speak with gun aggressions, robbing you for your fun collections. Your lame cops when they test and get their frame shots. Slug infested, got the game locked. Handcuff arrested. I watch the guy brain the wizards. Until I try to die, I get the shots, but any ways to get it. Go aside the lines, divide the minds, and snakes and lizards. Contemplating pictures, haters seeing dollar signs and making figures. Try to tell them, but niggas ain't listen. These breaking biscuits, all that's left is a chalk and trace of niggas. Insane and gifted, pain I'm licking. Raging when it raise the spirit, when it get hot, I stay in the kitchen, nigga. We ain't promised to break up, but we promised to die. We ain't promised to say the truth, but we promised to lie. I ain't taking the pick up, trying to survive. You only you will pay up, boy, I gotta get mine.
Yeah, good answer, man. I just think the rhyme is yeah, wanted to show I got about another 30 minutes for you. How's your day? Man, you know, bro, it's like everything that could go wrong went wrong here. You saw we were here last night. We set everything up so it worked right. We got got everything to work. I took off. I came back. Drive was weird. The sound coming out of here was weird. The speakers didn't work. Headphones didn't work. Oh, man.
I got a bad habit with a chainsaw face all day. I took the blade to the side of his face, bang. He couldn't hang with us cause I was busy hanging. Pulled his spinal cord out of his spinal organs hanging. The flesh melted, his blood pumping the walls now. Skull cracking, he's still yapping that damn mouth. My heart's racing, these chains rattling the past now. I swing patiently, but missed him on the same route. So I'ma have to hit it with a spinning tomahawk. Rip his throat apart until his shoulders touch him by the eye. Kinda proud of myself for taking this time off to get these bars sharp enough to cut him when they slide off. I need to ride off and one of those strap tops. Max made a skin plate licking with chop top. I play ripping, stay killing these same spots. Chainsaw ripping, ain't giving it up. Have it with a chainsaw, ain't cut him up. Come and look, I got his ass. Have it with a chainsaw, ain't cut him up. Fuck blood money, I got it bad. Have it with a chainsaw, ain't cut him up. Come and look, I got his ass. Have it with a chainsaw, ain't cut him up. What the fuck blood money in the yeah. Me tango the steel chains, the real pain. Infected my brain waves with brain veins. Next scene, I'm inside of my own serene place, laying inside of your rib cage. Dream day, back skin inside my teeth, grit clenching to your meat ribs.
See the shot?
Seems while I scream like a misfit.
Turn that back so that you got both of us in it.
House fills with gas fumes and blood pools. Gas
Turn the camera back at us real quick. You're watching it on there.
a lucky dream come true, not a nightmare consumes you, bitch, fuck you. Now you been corrected, dealing with an hateful presence happens in your flesh and ain't got time for you and your repentance. I burn the house down behind me. If you listen to this and feel free to come to find.
I'm gonna show you right now. It just has a little, it's on a lag. Like, a little bit more than that, but it's all good. There we go. Look at that, bro. You don't have a gas?
How it's better, Carlos, landscape. At least we got something in hand, man. God damn it, y'all don't even know that. Struggle with motherfucking rails. But, just the app, you know, Google Play
Download
Store.
iKON radio app. Don't fuck around.
We got, this is a wicked one.
Yeah. Oh, is this that new Mission Effect?
Yeah.
Bro! We gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh!
Well, I had a lot of stuff set up, man. Alright, so next week we're definitely talking about Mission Effect.
Next week, get him in here.
Good night. What do y'all think?
What should we do? Should we invite the wicked one down? Mission Effect live in the house? Tell us in the chat. Yeah, no, I'm on it right now.
So cold, like your bare ass up in the snow. When it's 30 below, no campfire no more. So 666, they need me for monster. Michael Myers, mantra, killing you feels like on now. Don't wanna give a shit about that one bitch. Wanna rip it both holes and blocks with hair. I'm straight full of clear. You got a twist, keep hollering, you bitch, stay west. Only a madder, bring it a side. I get madder and madder. Psychotic chatter, don't need the hatter. I wanna see us smashing the center. We are with predictable patterns. Don't leave my house. The revolution starts right now. I'm founding the line, never been shit in my mind. I'm a little bit given on the inside. Return to zero, redesign. The math of the after, but that is masters. The last of the last of the slave kills the master. We are the telling you. The voice of the
About 30 minutes. They're just asking about the live feed.
We could do some questions right quick. Talk about this one more time. And then, what, we got 30 minutes?
Gucci.
What's the Gucci thing?
It's like good. Gucci. Yeah, you gotta get that crown stuff, bro.
You know what I want for these shows coming up? A cake. Baking a cake.
We did that. We did that with Dynasty. He came out with the cake with the crown on.
I think like James Brown. I studied James Brown. I studied a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I got like James Brown. I come out with a cake. Somebody puts the cake in their neck. I got like James. I'm gonna go take a leak right quick and
Cool.
We got any more questions for me? I'll answer them.
He's coming back, isn't he?
Yeah, no worries.
He's coming back, isn't he? He's coming back, isn't he? God help me, I
it's-
do.
You want him back.
God help me, I do.
You want him back. You want him back.
He's coming back, isn't he? God help me, I do.
You want him back.
Substance abuse, substance abuse, substance
I just get
You
that
want
on a
him
loop.
back.
God help me, I do. He's coming back, isn't he? God help me, I do.
You want him back.
substance abuse, substance abuse, substance abuse, substance abuse.
You want him back.
Yeah, that's right. That's for you. I love it. I love it. You practice that just for me, bro? Yeah, bro. I would hug you and take my shirt off right now, but we're on Facebook Live.
He was like, he just gave me substance abuse like 18 times. You want to hear one more 18 times?
Yeah, you're. Yo, Tank, we will get to your questions. As soon as Daniel Jordan gets done making a pee-pee, I'm going to ask him questions.
Yeah.
I'm confused. What's the use? What's my excuse? So much substance abuse, substance abuse, substance abuse, substance abuse. Nobody ever said they want to be a motherfucking junkie, but the spots keep bumping in my hood. Somebody dope pumping, jumping up the when the bag touchdown, just like you got a fucking touchdown. But let me tell you, if you out of bounds, these niggas never running out of bounds. Something by myself, and now I'm drinking.
I've never talked about it before. As soon as we go live back on iKON,
weed is hereditary. There's another drink necessary. I'm driving down the road, drunk out, speeding
Jack.
to the cemetery. I'm confused. What's the use? What's my excuse? So much substance abuse, substance abuse, substance abuse, substance abuse. I'm confused. What's the use? What's my excuse? So much substance abuse, substance abuse, substance abuse, substance abuse. Drinking
part of what prompted that hiatus I took.
Hey, we all know it. I've been through many
down the last rapping at the line, cause everybody else died.
Isn't that like up and down battles with substance? It's a strange world. It's a strange life we live. It is.
I should have been dead. That's how I ride. Getting this bread. Is to be dead. I should have been dead.
Remember this time when we was in Spokane, Washington, and he didn't bring a set with a set to and on my iPod I had about like 10 albums on it.
Right? So the one together?
We plugged the headphone jack
Yeah.
on the iPod, and it was like, play this one? Okay, we did that one. Alright, let's play this one, we'll do that one. We did off the songs I already did. It was no instrumentals, it was just the song.
The whole thing.
It was funny, that same show that the DJ shit went out, so I had to tell stand up for about 15 minutes. So I just did a bunch of Andrew Dice funny shit.
stretched it all.
I'm just saying Andrew Dice played jokes just to keep it. It worked. It worked out great.
Yeah, you're
Under the circumstances, it was a cluster fuck, but we made it work. Hank Smith, I'm gonna talk about Jesus Cock for you. You want to talk about the stranger too? I'll talk about the stranger. You got some real questions to ask me about Jesus Cock or the stranger? I'll answer them right now.
Alright, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
What?
Kill the sound on your phone. We're
Yeah,
live.
we are live.
We're live.
You might want to listen in.
Okay, check.
Put them on.
We here? We on?
Yes, we are live again, and we just had Esham not too long ago.
Yeah, man,
I swear,
shout
bro,
out.
like I was all like, because of all the craziness, and then he started talking, and then it was just like,
Just calm down.
yeah,
This
yeah,
headphone's
who's
kind of weird. It's not really good.
It's one of them's here. Hold on, I got you.
Just the one with the audio in it.
Got it.
All right, Tank, and Ariel.
There you go.
I'll
you
answer
go.
your questions.
Boom.
All right, so I guess we got
Check,
questions
check.
out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Tank wants to know. Tank Smith said, "Speak on the Jesus Cock release.
Okay,
How it came about, who was involved, and if you're still working with those guys."
Okay, Jesus Cock was made in 1999. I was about 15 years old, and me and my cousin Greg, who went by G Regular, I went by the name Parody at the time. That was my rap name. And we wanted to make some shit that was very controversial. He wasn't a cat that was into the wicked shit. He was more into like soul and funk and all that. But we wanted to make an album that was very sacrilegious, so we called it Jesus Cock. And it still sells to this day. Like it's become a classic. But we were very young and we recorded it in the basement of the place I lived in the Bay Area, and every song was sacrilegious about, God in a weird sexual context, like having sex with Jesus.
Just Jesus though, like not Buddha.
Jesus Cock.
All right.
Jesus Cock.
It said Jesus Christ, Jesus Cock, and you want to know the whole? It was so controversial. Basically, everyone I knew, I was 15. Everyone I knew in high school never wanted to be my friend once Jesus Cock released. I lost all my friends. But the funny thing was, I was 15 years old and we were selling out clubs for 21 and up clubs.
Yeah.
We were selling out clubs doing that. Jesus Cock made me enough money to where I bought my first car. It was 96 Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Nice.
I bought my first car. I was like living good. We were selling out shows. Jesus Cock was hitting at the time. People thought I was satanic. Everyone wanted to stop being my friend because they thought I was satanic, and which I wasn't. I'm just kind of like agnostic. But I ended up befriending Satanists because that's what they like.
Satan?
Right, they got
I
into
thought
it.
you said you meant Satan.
No, Satanists.
No, I know.
Like Satanists were the ones that would come to the shows,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I ended up finding them to be some of the nicest, most
Oh yeah.
generous,
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
people.
First, do no harm.
It was like the friends that I grew up with shit on me because I made this album, but these people that are Satanists
Embracing.
embraced me and
Yeah.
treated me like family. They fed me. They and I was like, wait a second, this whole Christianity thing is fucked up,
Yeah.
And
That was that eye-opening experience.
very much.
Yeah.
And I befriended many Satanists during that time, though I was never a Satanist. I'm agnostic. I'm not anything.
Here's the thing about LaVein Satanism though, because that's what I'm
LaVey,
imagining.
LaVey. Have you read
Right.
the book?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
So I identify as a LaVein Satanist.
Yeah.
And the whole idea behind it, so you're agnostic, meaning you believe that something's out there, you just choose not to give any worship.
Well, Satanists don't believe in Satan.
And that's what it's about. It's not, it's, you are God.
Yes.
I am God. He is God. We are the gods of our own realm. And so people don't realize how peaceful. It's very similar to Buddhism, which is about the only other thing
It's
I've ever
very
fucking jived
anti-violent.
with. No, it is. It's one of the precepts of Satanism is first do no harm.
Yeah.
Anything that you do comes back on you.
In the Satanic Bible and the Satanic Rituals book, they make it a point that a Satanist does not believe in Satan. A Satanist does not believe in God. A Satan believes in giving into their desires,
Right,
and doing what's right for them.
Exactly. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And I though I'm no Satanist, I identified with that more than I ever did
Sure.
Christianity.
Exactly.
Even though my mother was a Catholic and I was raised a Catholic at the time, I found the Satanic Bible to be more logical than
100%. And there's
Bible
more
itself.
peace. There's more peace spoken of to let others live and be who they are, unless they deserve it, unless they've come to you looking for a problem. And that's what I dug about it. If they come to you asking for a problem, then you destroy them.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Obliteration.
No, it is. It's destroy them by any means necessary. If they come against your family or yourself,
Yeah.
they look to do you harm. Destroy them.
Protect
That's
your
exactly
domain.
what it says.
Protect your domain.
So I'm not shocked to hear that Levain Satanists, because again, if we're talking about the Bay Area,
Yeah.
this is
That's
kind of
where
the
it
hub.
Well, you understand.
The house was there.
ADR LeVay,
Spiritual.
ADR LeVay, the musician from the group 666,
Mhm.
is a great friend of mine. I've done many songs with him in shows, and he's really deep into the Satanist Church of Satan. And from what I learned from him, it was like, these aren't bad people.
No,
They kind of live by their own code.
kind of like the wicked shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like the wicked shit. We wrap Levain Satanists and the Church of Satan wrap themselves in the visage of the most evil, darkest, most despicable character. If I always looked at it as they said, okay, so you say Jesus is about judging other people and conquering people that are weaker than you, then I want to be the opposite of that. And if the opposite of that is Satan, then I'll fucking take it. I'll wear the horn.
This book called the Bible has killed more people than any guns ever will. You ever read Revelations?
We could have a whole show dedicated to that.
That's what it sounds like.
But seriously though, so this Jesus copy, I want to get back to this because I know Tank Smith, has been waiting for us to talk about it. So you released it
1999.
1999. You did this with your brother,
My cousin.
your cousin.
Greg, G Regular. And we made this album that was so shocking because we just wanted to shock people. And in that not the same year, but a year later, we made this album called Son of Sinatra, which became the Devil's Son-in-Law album that's available. If anyone knows my album, The Devil's Son-in-Law, it's all R&B love songs. We're singing. It's love songs. So we went from Jesus Cock to love songs because we were just so out there. We took a lot of mushrooms and watched The Doors, Clockwork Orange. We were just so out there of we wanted to do so many different things. So we followed up Jesus Cock with the Devil's Son-in-Law album, which is a love song album, R&B. And it was a strange dichotomy. Because,
To go from one to the next.
Yeah, because we're just into music,
Sure.
I love love songs. I love love. I love everything about
I
it.
think that represents being wicked, though. Being able to do such a thing, and go from one extreme to the other.
Yes,
exactly.
That ability to transcend genres.
Yeah.
So then, are you going to do a bluegrass album called Buddhist Butthole? Because I'll be on it.
I mean, I'm not going to do a bluegrass album, but what I would love to do is a nice, not necessarily acoustic, but a nice songwriting album.
Okay.
In the sense of Bob Seger,
Gotcha.
Bruce Springsteen, Warren Zevon, Leonard Cohen, where I'm creating these songs.
I see a Daniel Johnston, and we've talked about this
I love
before.
Daniel Johnston.
I see
saw him live.
I know. I was supposed to roll out there with you years ago, but I could see you putting together a Daniel Johnston style, just that avant-garde.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
bro.
so funny that I came across him because our names are so similar, and I was like, I feel this guy. This is. I understand his plight. I understand his emotion. I'm
struggle.
He's a kindred spirit to myself. I got to see Daniel Johnston, and it was an amazing experience. And who knows? Maybe one day, maybe I'll hit up Daniel Johnston and be like, hey man, we got similar names.
I don't think that would be too terribly hard to do.
No, not even for me. Like, I don't even realize the pull I have sometimes. One cat that I was a gigantic fan of from Europe. His name is Momus.
Okay.
You have to check out Momus.
Okay.
One of my idols. I love him.
I don't know why that name sounds familiar.
Momus is fucking.
Does he have an eye patch?
Yes.
I'm familiar with Momus.
That's Momus.
Right, I'm familiar with Momus.
I hit up Momus one time because he produces all of his beats, and I'm like, Momus, I would love you to do a track for me. And he's like, you're Daniel Jordan. You did The Stranger. I'm like, yeah, because The Stranger's a book by Albert Camus.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, you did The Stranger. I'm like, dude, you know who I am?
And The Stranger. So if I recall, Nasty, The Stranger was the album you were bumping heavy when I met you. Was that right?
That was one of them.
That's the one I put on
Definitely one of them.
RLP, Esham.
Yes, definitely a fan of Daniel Jordan.
Absolutely,
Thank you, sir.
But that's how I got turned on to your shit.
Yeah.
So the Stranger is I can definitely say a banging ass album. Not shocked to hear, but at the same time, fucking so Momus continue this because this is pretty fucking cool. So
Yeah.
he's just like, yeah, sure, here you go.
I
big
hit him.
fan.
Well, we never ended up working together, but like, he was like, yeah, man, I know who you are, and I was like, wow, I've been like idolizing you for a decade, and you know who the fuck I am. It's crazy how things like that work out. And in the future, maybe we will do something. I've done a couple things with the Coup that hasn't been released. You know the Coup, the band the Coup.
I don't.
From the Bay Area.
No.
The Coup, CUP.
Oh, okay, yes, I do. I
Sounds
know.
familiar.
They're
I
legends.
do. No, you're right.
Yeah,
Yep.
we met them in Finland, and it just happened to be in the same hotel. We met. We ended up befriending each other. And Boots Riley from the Coup with the big afro, he sent me a gang of beats, but he
Oh,
wanted
shit.
some good money for it. And I'm like, I don't know about that, but we're still friends.
Right.
But you never know, man. You never know. Once you go out like across the world, the country, you never. To me, I'm an everyday person, man. I'm focused on going to school, taking care of my son, and music. Is Music is. It's not necessarily a hobby because it's been a major bill payer
Sure.
for me. But you don't realize like
You're not a star. You're not like a talk to my handlers. When we need to holler Daniel Jordan, we don't have to call 6 guys to get to Daniel. And most people, I would imagine,
that's
don't.
what surprises me when like people are like afraid to talk to me because they think I'm a star, or even when people tell me like you're a celebrity. I'm like, I am. Like, I'm just me. I don't know how that works out. And you never know because when you're so deep in the forest, you can't see the trees. You're just like, I'm just every day trying to live like you, and that's how it works. And it's been a beautiful ride, man. And I hope when we had Esham on the phone, I was saying, what we do is in a historical context. 100 years from now.
Yeah. No, real talk. So I'm getting word that that the battery on the phone, the camera that is firing live right now, is draining. So what we'll probably do, since we're so close to the end here, is see if we can't get it charged up.
I'll answer one more question real
So
quick.
I did see a question come in, and unless you've seen one before,
Tank
I
Smith.
spit this out.
Tank Smith. If I did a covers EP, what 7 tracks would I cover?
Oh, I like that.
Well, I'll tell you this. I would definitely cover something from Warren Zevon.
Okay.
I'd probably cover "Searching for a Heart" by Warren Zevon. I already covered "Only the Lonely" by the Motels.
Okay.
But